Good morning, dear hearts. We are on lesson 310. Please subscribe. 310 is the last lesson in the relevant thought of what is the second coming. We begin a new one tomorrow, which is what is the last judgment. And it was told to us that this was coming up in what is the second coming relevant thought, because it said in paragraph 3, the second coming ends the lessons that the Holy Spirit teaches, making way for the last judgment. And we are indeed doing that. We are now making way for the last judgment. And we are doing that with today's lesson, which is in fearlessness and love I spend today, which is a little redundant from my point of view, because love is fearless. There is no fear in love. So we might even say that today's lesson is in love and love I spend today. In love and with love I spend today, because there is no fear anywhere around me, because I'm spending today deeply remembering the love that is my Father and the essence of who I am. I'm going to go for the moment, brief moment, to lesson 169, which was by grace I live, by grace I am released. Because in that lesson we have oneness is simply the idea that God is, and love is as well. And in his being, he encompasses all things, all living things. No mind holds anything but him. That's why in love I spend today. And we say God is, and then we cease to speak. For in that knowledge, words are meaningless. So in the fearlessness and the love that we spend today, we do not need a lot of words. We need, truthfully, simply to be quiet, to be still, and to allow ourselves to feel the love that is all around us, coming, emanating from our Father to us, the extension of love to love, the love of our Father to the love of his child. This day, Father, would I spend with you as you have chosen all my days should be. Every single day that I believe I am not abiding at home still are meant to be spent in love. When I realize that indeed I am home, then everything will be love, and I won't even have a second thought, any kind of question about me being, us being, spending all of our moments, every single moment, with our Father and in the state of grace that is love, that is who we are. And what will I experience is not of time at all. The joy that comes to me is not of days nor hours, for it comes from heaven to your child. There is no separation of time. That's what we have done with time, with everything here. We've made little digits, little spaces of everything. We have separated all ideas and put them in little separate containers. So we have days, we have hours, we have weeks, we have months, we have years. But when we come home, when we realize there's only the eternal now. So every day I will spend with you, Father, in this eternal now moment. Remember our lesson just the other day. This instant is the only time there is. This instant is the moment, the time that I spend with my Father and all of my brothers, the joy that we have, and not separating what is oneness into segments. This day will be your sweet reminder to remember you, your gracious calling to your holy Son, your child, the sign your grace has come to me, and that it is your will that I be set free today. By grace I live, by grace I am released. I am released from this time-bound world that I have thought to be true. And now I am released into the fearlessness and the timelessness that is the true essence of heaven, and an idea, okay, not a space, not a place we go to. It's the awareness. So I spend the awareness of heaven in fearlessness, in grace, and in love. The second part of today's lesson is the more text-like, and it says, we spend this day together, you and I, and all the world joins with us in our song of thankfulness and joy to him who gave salvation to us and who sets us free. Salvation, atonement, that true radical forgiveness that lifts us up and out of our time-bound state, out of the bondage of this world. That was upstairs. The bondage of this world. We are restored to peace and holiness. There is no room in us for fear today, for we have welcomed love into our hearts. And there is never fear in love. If fear is present, it is not love. If doubt is present, it is not love. If concern and worry are present, it is not love. Love is all-encompassing, and it is pure, and it is perfect, and it brings joy. It brings happiness. It brings us peace. Those are the attributes of our Father and the attributes of love. So there is no fear in any of them. There's no fear in peace. There's no fear in love. There's no fear in joy and happiness. So in love, I spend today in love, with love in my mind, in love in my heart, with love of my Father. That is how I spend today, and with love of my brother, who indeed is one with me. That is how we spend today as we wait to learn what is the last judgment. That's it for today. I hope it helped. Please like, please share, please subscribe, please comment. It's dinner time for Buster, and I do hope that you will be here tomorrow and smile, because it is a day of love and grace and fearlessness. Namaste.